Like there's not any movement right now. There's not any plans for movement. It's more of, you know what, I want to do this. How do I make this happen? All right, all right, all right. So we are, what sign are we doing? We're gonna do Aquarius, and then I'll circle back and finish my Libra because I got interrupted yesterday when I was finishing up Libra. And Sagittarius will be out too because I'm done with Sag. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this. Random thought of the day. Beets taste like dirt to me. I've started taking or drinking beet juice. I don't know, maybe it's me, but it's like I'm drinking dirt. Not like I drink dirt on a regular basis, but I feel like this is what dirt would taste like. Is it just me? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. It's like beer and pee. Like I totally think beer makes me think that's what pee would taste like, and that's a whole nother conversation. I don't drink pee, nor do I drink beer, but it looks like they would drink or taste the same. Ah, yeah, that's what my thoughts are sometimes, and you just got to experience that. Anyway, I just took my drink of dirt. Let's go ahead and do this. So this is Aquarius, my my blended sign here. We're gonna do relations, and then we'll do work and what you need to know right now about your inner self. So these are what you need to know right now. The first section will be on relationships. Um, the second part will be about work and money, and the last part will be about your inner work. And hopefully my Aquarian does not interrupt me because I have my own personal Aquarian. Let me tell you, it's been a hell of a experience. 1 out of 5, 1 out of 10 don't recommend to have your own Aquarius. Um, that's a statement for another day. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's jump into it. And this is coming from somebody who also is strong Aquarian. I'm pretty sure that person would say the same thing about me. 0 out of 10 would not recommend. All right, let's jump into this. The first card we have out is the Wombat. I don't think this is the first time I've ever gotten this card. Um, it says be at home. Now, if you're an introvert like me, this is not a problem. That's where I'm at most of the time. But it's saying be at home. This what I'm picking up for this card though specifically is there is a need for you to center. What I'm picking up energetically is that there has been, let me move this out the way because it's throwing off my being able to focus on the card. Um, you kind of have been all over the place. I mean, it's summer. This is what people do in the summer, right? But there's a need for you to settle. There's a need for you to ground. Uh, and that's where the home is. So home doesn't necessarily have to be a location. It could be a person. And for this particular part of the reading, I'm hearing it is a person. So this is going to be about somebody you consider to be home. Okay. Um, for people who don't really understand what that means, so being brought up in a military family, we were moving all the time. Like every 2 to 3 years, we moved, and that made it very challenging to put roots anywhere. But what you learn to do is put roots with who you're with. So home is not necessarily a location than more so than a person or people. So this energy I'm picking up that we're going to be tapping into the wombat. Who do you call home? Who do you think of as home? What feels like home to you? What feels safety? What is safety for you? And this might be an opportunity where you're like, well, I never really thought about that, or I never really thought about that person as that, or these people as that. Um, but hearing somebody explain it in that way, like, who is your safe space? Who do you know you can call and conversate and talk to without judgment? This, again, this is romantic. So this feels like a this might be a connection that has been not looked at like that. It's kind of like, oh, they just showed me something. It's kind of like somebody's drowning and they're wanting somebody to jump in to save them, right? They're in the water, they're drowning, and they're expecting their rescue to look a certain way or to be a certain thing. But when they look down, they're holding on to like floaties. So they had what they needed all along. It was always there, but you had to look at it as such. Home has always been there. Your grounding has always been there. Your safety has always been there. You just have been looking at it in a different way. Yeah, interesting. Wow, this got real deep. How did I go from talking about beer and pee to who's your safe spot? Who's your safety? Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, so let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and see what we're going to find out about this person, this energy. Um, yeah. And it feels like this energy, and it's what's really interesting with this is usually when I'm doing readings and there's complications and um just things not going right, like I can pick up the agitation, I can pick up the ir oh, I can pick up the agitation, I can pick up the irritation, I can pick up the smug, the I can pick all those feelings up. In this read right now, I'm picking stability. I'm picking up it's like somebody who makes it a point not to be the loudest in the room. Somebody who makes, and they might be somebody who stays at home. They might be introverted. But it feels like somebody who, when their presence is around, people know, but they don't make it a point to be the loudest in the room. They're actually happier when they're not the loudest in the room. This is interesting. Two more cards, and then we'll jump into the read. Yeah, this person feels very solid, is solid as the rock. There's that song. There's who sings that? Solid as a rock. Who sings that? Ashford and Simpson, I think. I hope that's the right name. I don't have to look before I get my black card taken. Solid as a rock is the song I'm hearing. This person feels that, feels like that. Solid as. That's what this love is. That's what we got. You might want to listen to that song. Solid as a rock. Uh, okay. One more card, please. One more card. Thank you. All right, y'all, let's jump into this. So, what we have out right now, yeah, and it's so interesting because like I was just saying, I'm not picking up dysfunction in this read. And not saying people only come to the readings for dysfunction. Not saying that. I will say personally, I when I'm doing good, when I'm all aces, I don't really be watching readings. There's a few select readers that I use because you don't connect with everybody. I'm not gonna sit here and say like every reading that you hear is not gonna connect. So there's a very few that I go to, but when I'm doing great, I'm not really watching readings. But I, this doesn't feel this feels like I'm telling you something you already know, but you have not allowed yourself to see it. All right. So this is kind of I'm being told shining a mirror back towards you. I'm telling you something you already know. So this part of the reading doesn't feel like it's you're going to get any gotchas right now. It's going to be like, yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, I need to do this. That's the energy I'm feeling. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Make sure. So we have a two of wands, four of pentacles, the sun, the page of wands, the ace of cups, the page of cups, the ace of pentacles, the ace of wands, and the nine of pentacles. Yeah, we we have a lot going on. Um, the two of wands for me is an energy where somebody is I don't want to say stalling. So it's not like the Two of Swords where there's a stalemate. The Two of Wands for me is somebody who has planned movement, but hasn't moved yet. It's kind of like the Three of Wands. Like the Three of Wands is closer to the movement, but the Two of Wands is kind of trying to build out their plan for me as a reader, and the energy that I'm picking up for this particular space. It feels like either you are the person of interest, right? This wombat energy is trying to figure out how to make something happen. Like there's not any movement right now. There's not any plans for movement. It's more of, you know what, I want to do this. How do I make this happen? Uh, so yeah, and then we go into the Four of Pentacles and the Sun. It's this is awesome, y'all. This is I don't know who this reading is for, but this is what I'm picking up is beautiful. Like I'm being touched right now. Oh gosh. Um, never mind. So what I'm picking up is somebody saying they don't want to lose their light, the sun. So again, this could be you thinking this. And if it is, I'm about to give you a lot of confirmations here on the person that you consider the light because they are the light. They're very, wow, wow, wow. Now, if you are the person that somebody is considering their light, you're an amazing human, and thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing me to listen to, because the energy I'm tapping into, to whomever is being represented as the light, is an amazing human, and we need many more of that person on this world in this world right now. So again, use the energy. It goes either way. So this could be you as the light or the person thinking about you as the light. As I progress, I'm going to read this as if you are the person planning to do whatever you need to do to keep the light. If that's not you, then flip it around. But for me, as I'm feeling the energy and sitting in it, that's going to be the easiest way to explain what's going on. So we have somebody who's made up their mind. The choice was, and it feels like they realize that this person is home. They realize that this person is home to them. And again, home does not have to be a location. This person represents safety for them. This person represents non-judgment for them. This person represents I can do whatever I need to do with my thoughts, my plans, and this person's going to support me, right? They feel that this person is home, or you feel that this person is home, and and it feels like it's taken a while for you to get here. Because I'm looking at the wombat. I don't know about wombats. I'm assuming they're one of the lovely, imaginative creatures over in Australia, because you know Australia has a lot of different things going on. So I'm thinking wombats are over there. I don't know. I don't know. And I don't know. Are they slow? Because I'm getting a slow energy of this to get to this conclusion has taken some time. So this is not a whirlwind romance. It feels like, and that would make sense if this person is feeling like home, but it feels like it's just taking time for you to get to the realization that this person represents home for you. This person represents safety. If you were that person in the ocean who was drowning, waiting for the Coast Guard or somebody to come get you, and it's like, oh, this was here the whole time. That's what this feels like. This person is the sun for you. This person brings light into your world. So then we go to the Page of Wands. And again, that's that early understanding of what's going on. We got the Ace of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles. There's that desire for grounded foundation, but grounded with emotion. You want the grounded. This is really interesting for an Aquarian read too, because again, I'm an Aqua Venus, right? So we tend to like freedom and independence, but you want this person on the ride with you. Totally. You want to win, like Six of Wands here. You want that winning energy with this person. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles for me is like the minor arcana of the Empress. So this person has everything that they need, right? So the question is, what are you bringing to them to enhance their play? And I think that's where the challenge is. Thank you. Because I'm sitting here like, well, where's the issue in this read here? I see the Ace of Pentacles. I see the Ace of Cups. I see the Sun. Like, where's the problem? People listen to this for problem solving. Here's the issue. You feel this person has everything they need already. What exactly can you bring to the table? Mm, I feel like we in church right now. What is it that you're going to bring to the table? This person has it, has everything, right? What is it that this person sees in me is what I'm hearing. And again, it might be flipped. You might be the person who has everything, and this person is like, what do they see in me? The key of the matter here right now is the person who has finally realized that this individual is home. You do not want to let it go, but you're kind of stuck in the thinking part. Like, so it's some analysis paralysis is what I say, right? Analysis paralysis. What do I do? What do I do? The Four of Pentacles is telling me you don't want to let it go. You've made the decision not to let it go, or they've made the decision not to let it go, but they're stuck in what do I do energy. So, wow. Um, yeah, let's keep going. I don't know what else to say. I can say if this is you, and you are the one like, okay, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? Let's see if we can get some advice cards here. I will tell you, if you are the person desiring the light, I'm hearing go to the light. It's actually sounding like poltergeist. Stay with me, y'all. When she's like, "Go to the light, Caroline." That's what I'm hearing. So if you are sitting on the fence and saying, "Is this person oh wow. Is this person worth the work?" Absolutely. Absolutely. You are not I don't know if I should say this part. I'll say oof. That seems so definite. I'm sorry. I talk back and forth too with when I'm getting my messages here. Um, I'll say this because I do have to say information as I get it. I can't change it and I can't change it. So what I will say is it's highly unlikely if you are the person sitting here with trying to figure out if you have whatever it is you need to bring or come to this person, it's highly unlikely you're going to connect with somebody that's at this energetic radiance again. I'll say that. Highly unlikely that you're going to connect with somebody in this energy. Because when I'm sitting in this person's energy, it feels good. It feels like a cool breeze, which we need right now. Like it feels good. And the fact, will you find somebody? I mean, it's possible. There's a lot of people on the world, and I don't know everybody's story. I'm hearing highly unlikely. Now, if you are the light, if you're watching it from the light's perspective, again, it feels so good here. I would like to meet you in person. All right, let's see. What's the advice here? What is the advice here? Because we don't have the Two of Swords, so it's not a stalemate, but it feels like it can possibly become one. It's like somebody who's deciding that like a little kid who wants a toy and they get the toy and they love the toy so much they hold on to it but they never play with it. Or the people who collect things and they put them in a box and it just sits on their shelves. Like they want it, it's on the shelf, they have it, but they don't interact or do stuff with it. That's kind of the energy, and you can get stuck in that. And not only can you get stuck in it, you'll never be able to experience the joy that full interaction is, right? That's one. Ooh, that's one. Let's two more cards, please. Wow. One more card, please. Thank you. Wow. All right, so we have keep the promise you made to yourself, show up scared, and be unstoppable. again, when all the cards are light in the dark. Y'all, this, hold on. I'm about to have a whole moment right now. That, because look, and for anybody who's like, well, are all the cards dark or something? No, all the cards are not dark. There's a very clear theme here. There's light in each of them, and I just said this person is your light, or you are this person's light. This is beautiful. This is freaking beautiful. I don't think I've ever had a reading like this. So what I'm hearing with these cards and what you're being told is show up scared. You might not think that you have whatever is needed for that person. And again, it's the person that feels like home. So when I say that, whomever's coming up in your head when we're talking about relationships, that's what we're talking about. Show up scared. You don't have to be perfect. This person accepts you at a, I'm telling you, this person accepts you at 100%. You're the one who's stopping yourself. And that's funny because this says be unstoppable. You are the one stopping yourself. If this doesn't work, it's your fault. Now, let's flip it. If you are the light, right? Is this person going to come towards you? That's the question, right? I'm trying to read for both sides because this is a very different type of reading for me. Um, it's actually it's a beautiful reading, which you would think I would be happy to have, but I want to make sure I'm delivering this correctly for whomever is listening to it, because this feels like this is one of those love of a lifetime, right? The love of my life energy. And I don't want anybody, again, first of all, don't make life decisions from people on the internet, number one. Um, if you want a reading one on one, let me know. But I will say if you are the light, they recognize you as the light. So if there has ever been any question of this person sees you that way, I am telling you 200% this person sees you as the light. It is nothing you are doing that's preventing this person from moving forward. It is that person. It's that person's own insecurities that's stopping progression on their end if you are the light. If you are the person scared of coming towards the light, I'm hearing again, go towards, I hope no one's the last days right now, but go towards the light. Because you might not get that opportunity again. Wow, this is something else. Let me get another deck just because I want to be super duper short here. While I'm picking up. All right. I'm gonna do a quick pull because I'm nosy. And I feel like if you are the light, I feel like you need some additional information. If this person is going to make any movements towards you, at least this within it, I'll give them 30 days. Um, the next 30 days, is this person gonna make any movement to the light? Three cards, spirit, three cards. In the next 30 days, is this person gonna make any movement towards the light? No, too many cards. Oof. I will say, this person's an whoever has to move towards the light, whoever's the one who needs light in their dark, they're an overthinker. Um, so that might help as well. They're an overthinker. That might help do some clarifying. Like they'll make a decision and then they'll talk themselves out of the decision and then talk themselves out of that decision. Like, ugh. Yeah, they're an overthink you. Yeah, okay. So we have the Hierophant, the Moon, and the Five of Cups. So for me, this is telling me that if you are the light and you're listening to see if this person is going to make a movement towards you within the next few weeks, it feels like this person is just stuck in their head. And they're unhappy about their inability to move. They're unhappy about their inability to make this decision. Like, mm, mm, that's exhausting. Um, and this person actually might deal with a little bit of depression too. And that's what makes it so interesting because they have lived the majority of their life in this dark space. So when I'm looking at these cards here, and all these cards are darkness with a light source. You are their light. And it's like once they make a move towards the light, all of this stuff starts to clear up. Wow. Wow. Hold on. Let me see if I can get actually let's see what the final advice is. If you're the one going to the light, go to the light. I'm just gonna just go to the light. Go to the light. Go. It's oh not like if you're on your that's we're not doing the last rites here. This person is in high vibrational energy. I'll say it this way, and they will help you dissolve the darkness. For somebody who needed to hear that, they will help you dissolve the darkness because the person who's too scared to come towards the light, they might actually be deal with depression. I'm hearing that song. I think SZA, not SZA. Who sings the song? She's on a plane. Can anyone hear me? Oh my gosh. It's the same singer who sings Elastic Heart. I can't remember her name now. Can anyone hear me? Thank you. The song is called "Can Anyone Hear Me." The singer is Izzy? I don't the girl who the woman who sings Elastic Heart. She has a song "Can Anybody Hear Me?" I think that's the name of the song. Um the person who deals with depression, the light. it it honestly is going to be the quickest way to light that up. It's really sad when I'm seeing this dynamic. Like what's needed is there, but the person's own insecurities and potential mental health challenges is preventing them from moving towards the medicine. And I hate to use somebody and say, okay, there's the medicine, not in that way to be used up. It's a mutual thing because this person does see all the things in the darkness that the person in the darkness isn't seeing, but the darkness is preventing them from moving forward to the light. Gosh, that felt like I don't know. So let's get a final advice card for this particular situation, and then we're going to go ahead and jump to work. Um, I think I stayed on here longer than normal because A, for one, the energy I was picking up was so nice. It felt so amazing. But I felt somebody really needed to get this message today. You're not alone, okay? Go towards the light. God puts people in our paths for a reason. And everything that you pray for, you're thinking isn't there and has been there all along. So we have opening to discover and the royal you. So again, I'm seeing lights in here. Um, Okay, they said this is for the person. If you are the one in the darkness, this is for the person that's in the light. So opening to discovery, you're gonna have to open up to to possibility, right? Of you don't want to let go of the light, so you're gonna have to do something about it. And you have to be open to that. And the royal you energy I'm getting off this card, if you are the light, it's gratitude for that but also know that your guides and your angels and the people who support you, your higher soul, they've seen what it's taken for you to be that for other people to make sure you're doing that for yourself as well. You can be the light for everybody else just by being you. The key is to make sure you're your own light as well. All right. Oof. I stayed in that way too long. So hopefully it gets to where it needs to go. Hopefully it gets to where it needs to go. All right, the next session or guess section is going to be about work work stuff. Anything going on at work. So let's go. Let's see what's work and money for Aquarius. Work and money. Oof. Work and money. Work and money. Six cards, work and money, please. Work and money. I do feel summer months are transition months for a good amount of people that are listening. Um, Transition meaning I see some people moving because of work. Either the job is moving them and or you're moving to get to a job. You're moving to accept the position. That's the energy I'm tapped into. Two more cards. It feels like wherever you are moving is more urban than where you're coming from. So just to help with some confirmation on who I'm talking to, but it's not like a huge city. It's just got more resources than where you're coming from. One more card. Whoa. So what I will say, first of all, for the people who are moving because they just accepted a new position, congratulations for that. I see that you're going to be very successful in it, but it does feel like it's a slow start. So we have the Three of Wands, the King of Cups, the Five of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Five of Swords, and the Magician. So definitely a season of change is going on. Um, Sorry, let's get the one that out of the way. Um, Definitely a season of change. I will also say that being that things are moving slow right now, that's fine. It needs to move slow. It feels like when fall comes up, stuff starts to pick up pace, pick up speed much quicker. So enjoy it. If it's get to know where you're going and know the players of where you're going. I do see the environment that, again, this is for somebody who's going into a new position. I do see the environment that you're going into is a kind of chaotic. Some of it feels medical, like you might be a travel nurse or a travel social worker. It feels like when wherever you're coming in to set up systems. It feels chaotic. It feels all over the place. It feels like like all that. I don't know what that means. Maybe that's what some people sound like when they're fussing. I don't know. But don't feel unnerved because you have everything you need for the position. Okay. Because the energy I'm picking up for some is it might be a bit overwhelming. It might be very fast moving chaos. I know for me just don't sit well. But to know that you have everything you need to handle this. You have everything you need to handle this, and it's going to smooth itself out. Okay. So if this is going on right now for some people, and they're kind of like, oh gosh, I regret this, or I don't know if I should have taken this position. I don't know if I should have signed on for this assignment. Um, this is just a word of encouragement that it does smooth out. And not only does it smooth out, you do get recognition on the reasoning, a big part of why. Like you coming in with new ideas, new suggestions helps smooth it out. All right, let me get a card just to give some additional advice here. What if it works? So yeah, um, because the answer it is gonna work. So if you're having doubts, if you're having stress around what if it works, the answer is it's gonna work. You have everything you need. You just have to believe that yourself. You just have to believe that yourself. Okay. And the last part of this is going to be looking at, and again, congratulations, is what do you need to know right now for yourself? This is strictly for you. I'm gonna do the little cute 1, 2, 3. You're gonna focus on the number 1, 2, and 3, and I'm gonna put 3 cards out, and that's gonna be your message. So go ahead, focus on that number, and just think about that number. One card. Ooh, that's two's card. Wow. Okay, we're just a lot to say today. And that's 3 card. Okay, so I'm gonna flip 1 card first. Broken open. Broken. Ooh, let me see if it'll. There we go. So this is what I'm hearing for this one. Oh, this feels like it attaches to that first one, first session. There needs to be the allowance of yourself to be vulnerable and to allow yourself to be seen. Group one feels like there's been a lot of masking going on, a lot of the I'm okay, I'm fine, I'm okay. It's okay to allow yourself to be seen because when you're operating at your most authentic, that's when your people can see you and recognize you. So, broken open, this card is for this group is saying it's okay to be vulnerable, it's okay to trust. All right. Second group has close encounters of the third kind. Joking. Close encounters. Make sure you're aware of who is in your surroundings. It's time, and Mercury retrograde is a great time for this. It's time to look to see what people are there to help and who is bringing joy into your life and who might not be, and making a change around that and being honest about that conversation with yourself. Who's Just because somebody's been there a very long time doesn't mean that they are supposed to be there, right? So find out who's in your close circle and who's really needing to be there with you and where is it might be a time for a change, right? And group three gets a burst of magic. There's some good news coming in for you. If you are in group three, there's some good news coming in for you. It feels like news that is unexpected, but is not something that's completely detached from you. So it's not like somebody entered you in a contest and you won and you're like, how did this happen? It just feels like you're like, oh, I never thought this would happen for me, and it does. So some good news is coming in for you. Also, some creative ventures might be presenting themselves in the next week or so. So keep your eyes open for that. And yeah, that will conclude the Aquarian read. So hopefully, if you're listening this far, why don't you go ahead and like and subscribe so you can be a part of the tribe here, be a part of the outcast. Oh, not outcast, the castaways. But yeah, like why wouldn't you want to be? Sometimes when you look around life, I'm happy to be an outcast because the people who are casted in is a little bit out crazy right now. But thanks so much for hanging with me this far. If you hadn't done it yet, go ahead, like, subscribe, share, get us in the algorithm. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye.
She washed up on a shore that felt like home to her somehow. Blue sky up above her like a beautiful